manager Bill Taylor, who died this week.
Last season, Nicky Reed was arguably Manchester City's most consistent defender, but it's a midfield job again for him today, a situation Everton tried to exploit yesterday with considerable efforts to sign Reed. Reed is in midfield largely because the first-choice central defenders are now Kevin Bond and Tommy Caton, and Caton has shrugged off a calf strain to play today. Bobby McDonald and Dennis Stewart also passed fitness checks this morning. And so too did Trevor Francis, who underwent a manipulative operation on his right thigh on Wednesday, and his return today is something of a surprise. Aston Villa had doubts about Colin Gibson, Des Bremner and Eamon Deasy, but are able to field the side that won at Wigan on Tuesday. But Peter Withe, who scored the winning goal at Springfield Park, plays his last game before he appears in front of an FA disciplinary hearing on Monday, which will lead to a probable 3-match suspension. The two sides going into this game after conflicting fortunes against clubs from a lower division in the League Cup in midweek. City defend the goal to the right in the first half. The Main Road pitch in excellent condition. And Aston Villa in a change strip today of all white. Today's referee is Don Shaw from Sandbach in Cheshire. Ron Saunders could be forgiven a little extra satisfaction today, returning as manager of the league champions to the club which sacked him in 1974 after just 4.5 months in charge of Manchester City. Trevor Francis, who, according to manager John Bond, was really sharp in a training session yesterday, but had a little reaction to his thigh problem this morning before he was given the go-ahead. The tackle from Colin Gibson on Hutchison. Flick from Francis. Still with Reeves, who gets the corner. City's usual ploy involves Kevin Bond on the near post. And it's away from Williams. Hartford. Hutchison twice being asked for headers. Couldn't make the second one. Forward from Evans to Villa and back from Bond, and Francis is onside. Rimmer misjudging the bounce, and Francis can't work it in. As Rimmer acknowledges the mistake, Francis shows his disappointment. He ran perhaps more in hope than expectation. It looked the goalkeeper's ball, but it came for Francis and off the outside of the post. Rimmer also rather tentative with his first goal kick. Back by Francis from Cowans. A delightful back heel that went for McDonald. Reed. It will come here for Hutchison. And what a fine strike too. Rimmer this time equal to it. No time wasted here by Hutchison. And the goalkeeper's fingertips getting it to safety at the expense of the corner. Cowans got it out, but not very far, and Francis turned. Ranson. Here's Caton, who'd come forward for the corner. And Rimmer hangs on as Reeves came in behind him. Cowans looking to play it early for Morley's speed, and what a fine ball it was too. And Morley can't ease it under Corrigan as the goalkeeper left his line. A superb pass from Gordon Cowans, freeing Morley. Corrigan did his job. Williams was at the near post for Villa. He toes it to safety. The throw given to Manchester City. Here's Caton, and now McDonald. Into the feet of Reeves. Now Shaw against Kevin Bond. It's a 1-against-1. DC arriving in the middle, and so too was with. Ranson able to pick out Hutchison with a clearance. Stopped by Cowans. Gibson, who enjoys going forward. And goes down. The challenge from Asa Hartford. Swain. With on the far post as Swain attacks McDonald. Swain, whose form in the championship year won him a place in the home international squad for England at the end of last season. Ranson, and that's surely handball by Morley. Francis. Again, Williams not allowing him to turn. Unable to slip Ranson. The tempo slightly raised there between the two. Hutchison. Bond joining in. And Hutchison again. It was Hartford coming in behind Bremner. Here's Ranson. Francis with the flick. Reeves arriving, but it came behind him. Now Chewett. Francis looking to turn, then looking to set up Reeves. Hartford. And Hartford a second time, and surely Francis brought it down with his hand and knows that he won't get away with it. Reeves having to try and make a position there. Hartford twice tried his luck, and up went the left arm of Francis, and the goal rightly ruled out. Francis, knowing that Reeves was behind him. Hutchison. Francis trying to take it on the chest, and here's Reed. And now Chewett. In from McDonald. Francis again, trying to turn away from Williams. Now facing the goal, and looking for a gap that he could exploit, and the gap was filled in the end by Bremner. Francis was determined here to get a shot in of some description. He waited and he waited until he thought he might be able to curl it inside the far post from his point of view, but Bremner deflected it behind. Hutchison again looking to play the in-swinging corner, and Rimmer grateful to clutch it to his chest, with both McDonald and Chewett coming in behind those who are making the movement on the near post. Williams getting the better of Francis and finding Morley. Shaw's peeled off to his left, width through the centre. But here's Shaw, and it's opened up for Gary Shaw. Corrigan half makes the save, and McDonald completes the job. Morley cutting through the middle, and aware of Shaw's presence, and beautifully reversed into the stride of Shaw. Corrigan blocked it here, and then McDonald whacked it to safety. McDonald. Reeves looking to get behind Williams, who did enough. Reeves, who's been asked by his manager to put more devil into his game. Francis. That's the touch of the devil from him. So a first half really of two distinct phases. Trevor Francis very much to the fore for Manchester City in the opening spell, when he came closest after the error from Jimmy Rimmer. As the half wore on, Aston Villa got to grips with their task, particularly in midfield, and looked the more dangerous side towards the end of the first 45 minutes. But at half-time at Main Road, it's Manchester City 0, Aston Villa 0. "11 years ago, Peter Withe made his first appearance in the Football League in slightly less exalted surroundings, though. It was for Southport against Scunthorpe, and it's a tribute to the hard work he's put into his game that he has forced his way into the England setup. And he played his part in getting the second half underway. Manchester City, who have found Aston Villa something of a problem in recent matches. They haven't beaten them at all in the last 3 seasons. But the second half starts with, as yet, no goals. Reeves stopped by Williams. The run made here by Bremner, and Hartford has to track back with him. With arriving, so too is Morley, and Hartford concedes the first corner of the second half. Villa won only one of their first 9 Division 1 games as they set out to retain their championship. They're more back in the groove now. Evans' header, and the reflexes from Corrigan as Withe tries to force it in. It was a splendid save. Alan Evans climbed so well to get in a header of genuine power. And Corrigan, who could have been forgiven for being cold at the start of the second half, managed to get it up and then claimed it at the second attempt. Here's Bremner. Now Francis, still Francis. Reeves is with him if he needs the help, but Rimmer denies him. Trevor Francis, who needs one more goal for 150 in the Football League. Might have thought he got it then. Cowans with willingly giving chase. Caton was trying to just flip the ball into McDonald's path. It was just too strong for him. Plenty of strong running again from Bremner. And the notebook is out. For Bobby McDonald, it's a booking in a 3rd consecutive match. Maybe for persistent infringements rather than that particular foul on Des Bremner. Swain then with the free kick. With the header. Reeves gliding it on, but Francis was in a more central position. But Evans gives it back to Reeves. Does give it to McDonald. Francis trying to turn Bremner. Although the crowd roared their disapproval, from this vantage point it certainly didn't look a foul. Francis trying to turn quickly, and Bremner making contact with the ball. Taken into the back of Peter With. And Reeves is onside. Evans trying to get back with him, and Reeves prods it wide. Villa caught square then. Kevin Reeves pushing up on the back man. And away from Evans, who got back to apply enough pressure there to force Reeves off target. Gesturing from Kevin Bond. Francis. The feature of Villa's play is how quickly they give problems to the man in possession. Caton. On from Reed. And then from Francis, who did well to ease it out here to Hutchison. Reeves darting to the near post, and it's put behind by Bremner. It's an unspectacular contribution from Bremner, but how important it is to Aston Villa. Bremner, number 7, hidden there behind the referee. Reeves. And it came off Evans. Caton plants it back. Rimmer's in trouble. Stewart goes in, and the whistle goes for a free kick to Aston Villa. A really crowded penalty area. Up off Alan Evans towards Caton here. Rimmer committed himself, couldn't claim it, but the foul, I think, was by Bobby McDonald. Quickly on shore, but too quickly for the referee's liking. Carry short got the effects of the tackle. Straight through the back of his left calf. With trying to make something out of nothing then, and that's Evans. Alan Evans, who began his league career as a striker. This time the free kick goes to City. Even though Bremner came off the worst, a blow to the scalp. Reeves. Stewart! Well, Manchester City have worked hard to find a way through. Came from a quickly taken free kick. And Reeves cutting it back. Stewart with the glancing header. Manchester City 1, Aston Villa 0. Reeves congratulated for his part too. Willis Stewart's goal after 24 minutes of the second half. Villa protest because Bremner was certainly down and out of the game when the free kick was taken. Bremner, whose head was injured, in the incident for which Mr. Shaw gave a free kick to Manchester City. City took the free kick while perhaps one or two Villa players were concerned more about Bremner than defending their goal. But the goal stands. And with is offside. Dennis Stewart moves into double figures for the season. With looking up with Shaw. Came offshore. It was an attack really when Villa were never in total control of possession. Cowans looking for Morley. To rather outskill Morley, gives away the corner. Morley being told to wait by Bremner, wait for Williams to arrive. There's Morley again. Everyone but Rimmer in the City half, and supporters of Manchester City felt that Swain handled as he took control then. And that's deflected off Kevin Bond. The shot from Alan Evans. Corrigan with a wise shake of the head. The goalkeeper was on his toes then, metaphorically and literally. Presenting it to Cowans. Now Shaw. As Villa go hunting the equaliser, and with should have provided it. Again, City in problems of their own making. McDonald giving it away in the middle of the field to Cowans. Taken up here by Gary Shaw, and then with, as Caton missed his kick, went for placement but placed it wide, and that could be so costly for Villa. A hard-fought Manchester City victory over the league champions. The goal by Dennis Stewart and Joe Corrigan, a series of important saves that produce a final scoreline.